Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to day 15 of Vlogmas. Today's Advent devotional is about Zechariah, and this is a section all about the people of Christmas. Really excited to be diving into this section. And so, yeah, let's dive into day 15. Alright, so as with every video, timestamps are below if you want to skip around. We got 3 sections in each video. If you haven't seen any of the other Vlogmas videos, links are below for the playlist of all the videos so far this month. And the link from last year is also below if you want to check those 12 videos out from last year that I did. Those are there as well. And we have timestamps. So the sections are going to be the devotional, opening advent calendars with the hubs, and then the content of this video, which is a book haul. So a Black Friday book haul. So just got done filming that part, so now I need to film the actual devotional portion. So let's get into it. So for Zechariah, for over 40 years, Zechariah had made the pilgrimage from Judah to Jerusalem so he could serve his course in the temple. Now, in the autumn of his life, his spirit had wearied of the journey. He and his wife Elizabeth had lived blameless lives before God and man, observing the commands and ordinances of Adonai. And for what? He had never been chosen to serve in the holy place, and Elizabeth had never been blessed with a child. Despite their many prayers, despite their devotion to Adonai and the law, Zechariah and his wife thought they would die poor and childless. His neighbors called him blessed, for he was a Cohen from the order of Abijah, and Elizabeth had descended from the order of Aaron. But of what use was a godly heritage if a man could not bequeath it to his sons and daughters? Now Zechariah stood with the other Levites in the chamber of hewn stone. I don't know if I was that right. The prayers concluded, and the leader set about choosing the priests who would serve in the holy place. The leader signaled for the Levites to remove their head coverings. Since the law forbade the counting of persons, the leader would begin with the oldest priest and count up appraised fingers. Some men held up 4 fingers, others 2 or 3. The leader counted off 2 lots. The first selected a priest to cleanse and prepare the altar. The second designated the priest who would approach the holy place to offer the sacrifice, trim the candlestick, and clear the sacred stone. The leader prepared to choose the priest who would perform the most important task, the offering of incense. Those who had previously been granted this honor discreetly backed out of the circle. The privilege of offering the incense could not be repeated in a priest's lifetime. Zechariah was the oldest man remaining. Like a virgin daughter for whom no man asks, he stood with the younger priests, lifting a single finger, and waited once again for the spirit of Adonai to move in the casting of lots. The leader announced a random number, 71, and fingers fluttered and settled as he counted again, moving swiftly around the circle of upraised hands. 68, 69, 70, 71. Zechariah's throat went dry when the leader's bulky form filled his field of vision. You, Zechariah, filled the man's voice, not for the chosen Cohen, but out of respect for the honor. Hashem, blessed be he, has chosen you to offer incense before the altar. Zechariah nodded, not certain he could trust his voice. More than 50 Kohanim, stood with him, yet he had been selected to perform this most important task. Why now? God moved through location, time, and the casting of lots to bring Zechariah to the place where he was meant to be. Wow, y'all, I got chills. Wow. Zechariah's job would be to hold the golden censer and wait until the worship leader proclaimed that the time of incense had come. Then he would step into the holy place and arrange the incense on the altar. As the fragrant cloud rose toward heaven, he would bow and retreat, head down, as the people in the courtyard chanted praise. He would then turn at the top of the stairs and give the traditional benediction. He was ready. The time of the incense has come. As the worship leader's cry echoed above the shuffle of kneeling bodies, Zechariah stepped forward. He spread incense on the hot coals and exhaled slowly as a spiral of smoke rose in the sacred space. Along with the leader, he whispered prayers as white plumes swirled before him. They represented the heartfelt prayers of his people, his prayers and Elizabeth's. He was lowering the empty censer, preparing to leave the holy place, when something moved in the smoke. Zechariah. He stiffened. The Shekinah had spoken to Moses from the altar of incense. But this couldn't be the voice of God, for God hadn't spoken, even through the prophets, in over 400 years. Zechariah. The voice filled the space around the altar, speaking his name. He peered into the swirling smoke. The voice belonged to the angel Gabriel, the same messenger who would later appear to Mary. He said that Zechariah and Elizabeth would soon have a son, and they were to name him John. I do know this story. Duh, Amanda. John the Baptist. Hello? Okay, I know this. And you will have joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth. Honey, how do I not remember this? My brain. Anyway, I didn't remember that first part, I guess. He will be great before Adonai, and he will go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of fathers to the children and the disobedient ones, to the wisdom of the righteous, to make ready for Adonai and a prepared people. Luke 1:14-17. God hadn't spoken through his prophets in generations. The worship of Adonai had evolved into a series of rituals based on the law given to Moses on Sinai. But the religious leaders and Torah teachers had become experts at complicating the law. By the dawn of the first century, the worship of God had become so difficult that many in Israel didn't even bother to try. The Pharisees made a life's work out of obeying every jot and tittle of their convoluted law and shunning everyone who didn't share the obsession. Even Zechariah had grown cynical. After hearing the angel's news, he said, "How will I know this for certain? I'm an old man, and my wife is well advanced in age." After seeing the Archangel Gabriel, after winning the lottery of a Levite's lifetime, after being in the right place at the preordained moment, Zechariah wanted assurance. I'm Gabriel, the one... Oh, yeah, he goes silent. That's right. He can't talk. That's right. I remember that now. I'm Gabriel, the one who's standing in God's presence. I was commissioned to tell you to proclaim the good news. So look, you'll be silent and powerless to speak until these days happens, since you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled in their time. Now, I remember that because I've read Luke. That's right. Yeah. My mind. Sorry, I can't remember nothing. Scripture did not record what he felt when his wife's belly swelled with the promised new life. How did he communicate this news of his visitation to her? Did he write out the story? How did Elizabeth react? And how did the Levite feel when young Mary, the girl chosen to bear the Messiah, arrived at his house for a visit? Elizabeth knew about the miracle growing in Mary's womb and did not question the unbelievable news. As Zechariah watched the two women celebrate and lift their voices to praise Adonai, did he chide himself for his initial unbelief? I'm sure the two women, both carrying miracle children, spent many hours praying and praising God, who was doing a mighty work in their midst. Zechariah must have looked on, silent and still, marveling that God had chosen him, his wife, and his wife's young relative to deliver the Messiah, for whom his people had been waiting for such a long time. By the time Elizabeth gave birth to the one chosen to prepare the way for the hope of the world, Zechariah had repented of his disbelief. On the day of the baby's circumcision, Zechariah announced the child's name and used his voice for the first time in months. "Blessed be Adonai, God of Israel," he said, "for he has looked after his people and brought them redemption." Luke 1:68. Amen. In a season of cynicism, Zechariah saw the light. Yes. Wow. Wow. This went from me not remembering who he was to like, oh, yeah, that's who he was. Oh, okay. That conviction be hitting when I don't remember stuff. Okay. How many times has God put us in the right place at the preordained time, sent us a godly brother or sister to give us guidance, and we responded with, you sure about that? Y'all think about that real, you sure about that? Y'all know it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's funny. But yeah, that's so true. God delights in using ordinary people in extraordinary ways, and he wants to use us. The 12 men Jesus chose for his disciples were ordinary at the start, yet they become extraordinary through the power of the Holy Spirit. Gideon must have thought it was a joke when the angel of the Lord sat under a tree, looked up at him, and said, Adonai is with you, O mighty man of valor. Mighty man of what? Gideon was a farmer. And though he had heard of God's mighty acts on behalf of the people of Israel, he had never seen a miracle. He pointed out that inconvenient truth. Then Adonai turned toward him and said, Go in this might of yours and deliver Israel from the hand of Midian. Have not I sent you? Judges 6:14. In this might of yours, within Gideon, God saw what others, even Gideon, could not. If God leads you to do something, he will supply the strength, courage, and support you need for the task. Amen. As God spoke to Israel, he speaks to believers today. For I know the plans I have in mind for you, declares Adonai, plans for shalom and not calamity, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. Jeremiah 29:11-13. Here's the prayer. Father, Zechariah had every reason to consider himself less than ordinary until you called him to the unique task of parenting John the Baptist. Since you exist beyond boundaries of time, you have always known what he would do, how he and Elizabeth would nurture the one who would prepare Israel for her Messiah. You know the plans you have for us. Equip us for those plans and remind us fervently as we search for you. While we call on you, teach us the lessons we'll need in those all-important moments when we, even unknowingly, impact eternity. Amen. Wow. That was so good. Speaking of John the Baptist, he's who we're talking about tomorrow. Okay? So, day 16 is John the Baptizer. I love this story about John the Baptist and everything that he did to prepare the way for Jesus. I love it. I love seeing it in the movies. I love seeing the visuals and just reading anything about this. It's always been one of my favorite parts of the Bible. So I cannot wait for tomorrow. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So yeah, I hope this blessed you today. We've been a little bit over on our time again, but I keep doing that. But we don't have that much left, y'all. So I'm really enjoying this. I need to update on Goodreads about where I'm at. But thank you so much for being here for today's devotional. I forgot to say this is Star of Wonder by Angela Hunt. I think y'all know that by now, but it's linked below. And so let's get on to the Advent calendar openings. Alright, y'all, we are back with day 15. Blake's gonna go first.
Alright, 15 here. So this has another pack. Go figure. And this one is it's a Fusion Strike Fun Pack. So just like that first main card pack I did a couple days ago.
With the packs.
So they do give a fair amount of packs in here. I mean, this just being a holiday set, it's kind of cool. Of course, you know, these are
day 15.
Yours is pretty big, I think, isn't it? Or no, maybe not.
Where is it? Oh, it's tiny.
Oh, we got a tiny one for Amanda. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, we can get this out. So,
alright, let's see.
Quancher.
Growlithe!
Oh, okay, Amanda, here's one that Amanda knows. Growlithe, yay!
So cute.
It's a,
probably couldn't say it.
yeah, just like a dog. Fire dog's what he is.
I love Growlithe.
And then Drillbur.
Growlithe is cute.
Is he like a mole? He's in the ground. No, he's a groundhog. He is a groundhog in the hole. Look at that, he's a groundhog.
Oh.
This is a groundhog Pokemon, apparently. Let's see if I'm right. No, it's a mole Pokemon. That's what I said first. Mole. Okay, I was right the first time I said mole. Anyways.
I can't.
So,
but Growlithe is the best one there.
Yeah, Growlithe
That's
is
cute.
He's an OG if you didn't know.
We'd love to see it. I do like that. That's cute. He's like a little tiger thing.
Oh, he's like a dog, but yeah, he's like
Is he a dog?
He's a tiger, but he's more of a dog.
Puppy.
Yeah, Growlithe, he's a dog. Puppy.
Oh, duh.
Puppy Pokemon.
Well, he's orange and has the stripes like a tiger.
Yeah, it's like he's a tiger dog, kind of.
Okay.
Anyways, Amanda's up next.
All right, let's see. Today is day 15, and it's up top here. Got the snitch on the outside.
Oh, is it a little snitch, like a little pin?
Yeah, right.
Is it a pin with a snitch? That would be cool. Is it what is it? I can't see.
This is a no for me.
What is it?
I think.
What is that? Is that a medal?
It's like a metal.
Oh, dude, it's it's like a.
What is it? A dragon?
It's supposed to be it's like a, not the hippogriff, but it's like a. Oh, I know what this is. It's not the hippogriff. It's basically the dark. It kind of looks like the dark version of the hippogriff. It's like a. Man, they got a medal, but it's like a.
I like Harry Potter until we get some dark stuff. Usually,
this is a. Gosh, what's the name of that thing? It looks kind of like a hippogriff, but it's not.
It looks like a dinosaur.
We'll say it's a dragon, but that's kind of cool. I like it, but
you can keep it. Bookmark is still the winner here.
Yeah, Bookmark is still the winner because that's a plastic medal.
Glad I got this on sale.
Yeah, so there you go.
All right, y'all. Tomorrow we will see you for day 16.
Bye. That was kind of weird. You either get cool stuff or weird. You'll have to hide that
Hey y'all, alright, so we're going to do a Black Friday book haul, and I'm so excited. Today is day 15 of Vlogmas, and I finally got the last box of the things I ordered from Black Friday, and today is like December the 8th, and so it took a little bit. Okay, I ordered some things from Tyndale, I got some things from Book Outlet, and of course Bezos. You know, they had that buy two, get one free thing. Yeah, it got me. And then I got like a book at one of our local bookstores. I have some gifts. I already got a couple Christmas gifts from my boss at work. It was so nice. I'll show you that. And all these good things. So I just can't wait to share with you guys these books. A big old stack, as y'all see from the thumbnail. Ignore my shelves. Working on getting these shelves in order for the bookshelf tour this weekend. Okay, so you have seen that we're going up and down here. Do y'all want to see? This is embarrassing, but like, this is what I have right now. All of these historical books, they in the floor. I'm trying to organize by genre, okay? And this is too close anyway. This camera situation is like way too close, and I don't even know what I'm doing, but we here. So let's just get into the book haul. That's what y'all are here for. So the first book I picked up was Home for Christmas by Courtney Cole. I heard that Courtney Cole has clean books. We will see. The synopsis. Okay. The magic of the Christmas season sends a woman back in time to the 1940s, where she meets her own grandmother and learns the true meaning of family and the holiday. Yes. Wait, is this time travel? What? Her gran died 2 weeks before Christmas, leaving Piper to reevaluate her life. Does she really want to stay chained to her family business just to hang on to this old house? She doesn't care that her great-great-great-grandpa built it with his own hands. How can she make huge life decisions if she's never been outside of Alaska? She needs to leave the snowy wilderness, that's her backyard, and see the world. And since her gran left a battered old compass, Piper takes this as a secret message to follow her heart. Before she is even a foot outside the door, she's caught in a blizzard and wakes up in 1945. Ah! I need to know. Oh my gosh. Did I read this synopsis before I bought this? I did not. Typical Amanda. Sounds like we gonna have a very emotional book where a girl's like ungratefulness is gonna be coming full circle to gratefulness, and I need to know. Then I picked up Edified by Marissa Sale Fike, I don't know how you say her name, but this is the cover. And so this is like a female friendship story from what it sounded like. This is a local author here in Tennessee, and I picked this up at our local bookstore. And she wrote Romans 14:19, and it's signed. So yeah, I went to our local bookstore, and it's just really cute little bookstore. It's so cute. I really do try to support the local bookstore. So I saw this and I was like, oh, it's a Christian fiction. So I think she's an indie author, but it just sounds really good because it's just, all about female friendships. Grace's 4-year dating anniversary with her high school sweetheart was sure to sparkle with a ring that would seal their love forever. What she didn't anticipate was the affair that would tear their dream apart. Now it seems she may never find her new normal, but hope comes in the form of her grandmother's worn leather Bible, initiating a series of dramatic life changes for her and her best friend, Ray. Ray couldn't be more thrilled about her own engagement, but finds herself grappling with the scars of the past, namely the ones glaring like little white beacons up and down her wrists, threatening the joy of her fast approaching wedding day. So it sounds like that these characters have lots of like trauma going on in their lives. Amidst the chaos, the two girls are inspired to take a chance, and together they attend a Bible study group equipped with the power to change their lives forever. I love this. I need to know. And so it just sounded good. It's, like I said, an indie book, but edified. I hope it edifies me. So yeah, we love this. So yeah, and this is the author on the back here. So yeah, it says that she was born and raised in the mountains of Tennessee. Yes, girl. This book is from a book outlet order, and that is What Happens Next, Christina Suzanne Nelson. This is a very emotional book from what I've understood. My friend Alicia read this and really enjoyed it, and so that's why I picked it up. I was like, ooh, on sale, $6. I knew my girl Alicia loved it, so hey, we here. And so everyone has a story, and maybe everyone needs a little help toward healing. So this is definitely going to be a healing story. Popular podcaster and ex-reporter Faith Byrne made a real name for herself telling stories of greatness after tragedy, but her real life does not mirror the stories she tells. Her daughters spend the summer in Hawaii with her ex-husband and his new wife. She has to manage life all on her own, and all of that changes when she's asked to spotlight her childhood best friend's missing person case on her podcast. Laura Crane has never accepted that her younger daughter could be dead, keeping her home looking the same as when her daughter disappeared. But when her husband leaves her and her older daughter intervenes, she agrees to counseling and to pack up her missing daughter's belongings under one condition. Faith Byrne comes to Deep Valley and sheds light on the cold case. As the long-abandoned investigation moves forward, old wounds and long-buried secrets are exposed. Will these two women, whose lives have never been the same, finally get answers that they need to reconcile their past in the future? So this is a very heartbreaking story. It says it will keep you guessing and hoping with every turn of the redemptive pages. And so this is just a general contemporary fiction story. It's Christian fiction. Sounds emotional. I'm going to have to be in the right headspace for it, but I do like a good emotional read at times, and so that's why I picked this up. So yeah, this came out, I want to say it was this year. Yeah, 2023. So yeah. Then we've got, I do not like this cover, like at all, you guys. Like, this is what I do not like. It's weird. Obsession by Patricia Bradley. This is book 2 in the Natchez Trace Park Ranger series. And so I have the whole trilogy now. I want to read them. First one's set in Tennessee. I don't remember if this one is or not. But, there's something about this cover I don't love. So, I don't know. It's just weird. But, I like the pink. But, like, this girl is, like, a lifestyle image. It's too dated for me personally, but that's just me. Got In the Shadow of the River. Okay, that was a book outlet book as well, and so is this. This is by Ann H. Gabhart. First off, the cover of this, it was one of my favorite covers this year that I've seen. I absolutely love the red and the transition here with like the background. I love this, how it's like transparent, and shows like the boat and everything. Love this. So this is a historical romance, and I've not read Ann H. Gabhart, but I really want to. If all the world's a stage, Jackie will play her part. Only hopes her story does not turn out to be a tragedy. This looks like it's dual timeline. We've got 1881 and 15 years later. Someone on the showboat tries to kill Jackie. It's clear her questions demand answers, but secrets have a way of staying in the shadows, and the answers she craves will not come easily. That's all we need to know. Okay, honestly, I mean, 1881, Jackie Reed, she's 5 years old. A man attempts to kidnap her from the steamboat that her mother works on, okay? So there's that side. And then we've got 15 years later, Jackie is an actress aboard the same showboat and largely contented with her adopted family of singers and actors and all this stuff. And then there's Gabe, who's always supported her, and the gruff grandfather she has come to know and love. Her mother's been gone for years, but the memory of this altercation that ultimately took her life and the cryptic things that Jackie has overheard about her past is always there lurking in the back of her mind. When someone on the showboat tries to kill Jackie, it's clear her questions demand answers, but secrets have a way of staying in the shadows, and the answers she craves will not come easily. Again, it's a kind of one of those books I need to know, but it's not one I'm like dying to pick up, but like I still want to know what happens in this book. Like, it's always intrigued me. I need to know. So then we've got a couple books here. So I said that my boss went and got me some books off my wish list. And I thought that was so thoughtful. Okay, because I love books. Okay, nobody I work with really likes to read much. Okay, we do have one new girl that's going to start in our department, and she does read some of the same books I read. So that's always fun. But most people, they don't read what I read. And so I am the reader of the group. And I thought that was just really nice that she picked these out on my wish list. And it was A Cross Country Wedding, okay, by Courtney Walsh, which I just told y'all the other day I was wanting to read this. So yes, because I read A Cross Country Christmas like 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago, okay? So I'm here for this. And then we've got the Little Women Devotional, which I'm going to be starting this. I was so fired up about this. It's funny because I've actually gifted this to Miriam, and now I've gotten it as a gift. Look at this. Look at the Lord, honey. So yeah, I'm really excited. This is going to be a great companion to Little Women, which I'm currently reading. And I'm probably going to go ahead and dive in and add this to my Little Women reading vlog. Maybe at least 1 or 2 devotions in this, okay? The illustrations in this are top notch. Like, I opened the book and I was just like blown away. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness. My heart. My heart. Yes. Sorry, I'm so up in the frames wrong here, okay? But I just got all these books down here and I can't even step. I'm not even in place. Okay, so y'all know I talked about Belle Renshaw in my Christmas book recommendations. Her book here, I'll grab it real quick. I've got it right here. One Christmas in Winter. I read this last year and I enjoyed it. So because these were like pretty cheap, I think they were like $6 or $7. Maybe one was $5. I don't know. I didn't buy books 4 and 5. I just bought 2 and 3. I bought these novellas, The Perfect Christmas and Second Chance Christmas. Did these not look like the perfect Christmas cheese? I'm just saying. Like, let's go. Especially this red. Yes, ma'am. So I'm not going to read the synopsis for these, but they are Christmas romances. They're clean, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm here for this. And Belle Renshaw is a pen name for Emily Haney, okay? So I've not read any of Emily Haney's books, but this is a pen name for her. So yeah. I guess I have read Emily Haney if I've read Belle Renshaw, but you know what I meant. I've not read any books that say Emily Haney on them. Okay. Oh, pen names. Oh, it's hard for me to keep up. All right. So next on the list was How Sweet It Is and It's Your Love. These are a Deep Haven novel in the Fox Family series. Okay. Now, I ordered these actually off Sunrise Publishing's website. And I got them off of their website because I was afraid to get them on Bezos. Because a lot of times indie authors, I just like the way these feel are a little bit more of like the harder stock of this like matte feeling. And I always get nervous because Bezos, they don't ship good. These came in great condition, no issues. They were like boarded up really well, protected well. So I was glad. It took a little bit to ship, but I didn't need it right away. So I was glad I ordered from them. And so, How Sweet It Is by Andrea Christensen. And then It's Your Love is by Rachel D. Russell. I've never read any of these authors, but these covers, I hope they're so good because these covers, look, I think the next book in the series comes out in January. I think I shared the cover reveal for one of them. I love this. Love these, okay? This screams Southern. These both do. I don't even know where the setting is, okay? It's probably not even Southern, but it feels it by the cover. So I am not going to read the synopsis on this, but it says faith, forgiveness, a future they never imagined. It's time for a fresh start for the Fox family. That's all we need to know, okay? That's all we need to know at this point. They're Christian romances, and I'm really excited to get to these at some point. At some point. February might be calling my name, okay? So next, we've got a Natalie Walters, okay? Book Outlet had this for $6, Living Lies, okay? So romantic suspense. Natalie Walters, y'all know I've been talking about her. I really want to get into her books. I love the novella I read by her. Book club pick is that Better Watch Out this month. I need to know all her books. Okay, I've heard that they're so good. So this says, in the little town of Walton, Georgia. Ooh, we got a southern setting. Everyone knows your name, but no one knows your secret. At least that's what Lane Kent is counting on when she returns to her hometown with her 5-year-old son. Dangerously depressed after the death of her husband, she's looking for hope. What she finds instead is a dead body. Oh no, girl, that ain't good. Lane must work with Walton's newest deputy, Charlie Lynch, to uncover the truth behind the murder. But when that truth hits too close to home, she'll have to decide if saving the life of another is worth the cost of revealing her darkest secret. Okay, and then there's like a quote, Jamie Jo Wright on the back says it's a nail biter that will make you play hooky from your day job, feed your children cereal for supper, and not stop reading until the last page. That may be the best book quote from another author, you know, like the little blurbs that I've ever read. Love that. So, yeah, definitely excited about that one. Now, another Rachel Fordham book outlet, $6. The Hope of Azure Springs. I really like these covers. They're just so historical to me. So, historical romance. And this one's set in Iowa. And orphaned and alone, Em finally arrived at a new home in Iowa after riding the orphan train. Secrets from her past haunt her. Her new life in the Western wilderness is a rough one. Her guardian is shot and killed. She's 19 now and finally has the chance to search for her long-lost sister, but she won't be able to do it alone. Then we've got this sheriff, Caleb Reynolds, securing justice for the wayfish, and injured Em is just part of his job. He's determined to solve every case put before him in order to impress his parents and make a name for himself. Caleb expects to succeed.
What he doesn't expect is for this woman, saying, for what he doesn't expect is...
What he doesn't expect is the hold this strange young woman will have on his heart. Okay. Yeah. I need to know about that too. So, yeah. The next two books I got off Tyndale's site. And I'm going to say this is an influence from Chrissy's Purple Library, okay? Patricia Rayborn. I've never read this author. First off, the 20s vibe these covers are giving. Yes, they're set in the 20s. Okay, I knew it. I was like, this looks like 20s. Well, That Is Secret is number 1. The first one, and looks like this. I don't know if they're like a series, companions. I really don't know. It says an Natalie Spain mystery. Both of them do, so I'm assuming they're a series. So this one just came out this year, and then this one was like 2021. So love these covers, y'all. Just look at these. Beautiful. Love them. First book, we'll just read the synopsis for the first book. In the winter of 1923, Professor Natalie Spain, a daring but overworked theologian at a small Chicago Bible college, receives a cryptic telegram calling her home to Denver to solve the mystery of her beloved but estranged father's murder. For a young black woman, searching for answers in a city ruled by the KKK could mean real danger. Still, with her literary hero Sherlock Holmes as an inspiration, Natalie launches her hunt for clues, attracting two surprising allies. Eddie, a relentless young orphan boy searching for his missing father, and Jack, a handsome pastor who loves nightclub dancing and rides in a sporty car, awakening her heart to surprising highs and lows of love. Natalie confronts dangerous truths that could make her a victim too. So she's gonna be sleuthing, figuring out this mystery of who killed her dad, estranged father, it sounds like. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this book, sounds like. So yeah, definitely interested in reading that, because I've heard good things about Patricia Rayborn, and I'm trying to like branch out with different authors and try them out this year. So yeah. Then I got another book from Tyndale's sale. This is a historical book. It says 100 Crickets Singing by Cathy Gohlke, Gohlke. I don't know how you say that. But look at this cover. I love this cover. Ooh, small southern town. Yes. Okay. 1944 and 1861. I don't even know what this is about. I just bought it for the cover. So hopefully it's good. In wars 80 years apart, two women. Ooh, Appalachian estate. Okay. Two young women living on the same Appalachian estate determined to aid soldiers dear to them and fight for justice. That's all we need to know. Truly. 1944 and 1861. We got North Carolina. Hidden trunk and secrets dating back to the Civil War, literacy in the 1800s. There's all this stuff going on. I need to know. Next, Hey, Oshina, I'm looking at you, girl. My foolish heart. What you know, girl? Look at me. Influence. I've been meaning to get this. So I'm going to definitely be reading this next year. Susan May Warren, My Foolish Heart. One of her favorite books. And now I need it. It's going to go on my shelf. So I don't know where. The space. Where? But it's going. And so unknown to her quaint town of Deep Haven, Isadora Presley is the star host of My Foolish Heart, a popular syndicated talk radio show. From her home studio, she gives listeners advice on romance, even though she's never had a date. It's not that she doesn't want to, but since a tragic accident took her mother's life, panic attacks have trapped her inside her small neighborhood. And though she always reminds listeners that their perfect love could be right next door, it can't possibly be true for her, especially when a new neighbor moves in. Sure, he's handsome, but with his unruly dog and Neanderthal manners, Caleb Knight is the last man she'd fall for. To Izzy, love isn't worth the risk until she starts to have feelings for a caller, a man she has never met but finds honest, charming, and sensitive, a man she doesn't even realize lives next door. Yes, love it. Also love this cover. It feels like fall vibes, but I think I can read it anytime. So, then I've got The Girl from the Papers by Jennifer L. Wright. This is historical fiction, and again, I'm not going to read the synopsis on this. I'm tired, but okay, y'all love me anyway. But it does say it's inspired by one of America's most notorious couples, Bonnie and Clyde. So, that's all we need to know, okay, truly. It's set in the era of the Great Depression, so the main characters' names are Beatrice and Jack Turner. So, yeah, Beatrice is swept into an exciting and glamorous life of crime beside the man she loves. Uh-oh. I need to know about this, too. This cover, too. Look at this. See, that's why Tyndale, they got some authors I've never heard of, and I always like to just try and check out what they got, because I forget about them quite a bit. So, we here. Because Dear Henry Love Edith is also from Tyndale, so yeah. And the next one from Tyndale that I had, actually the last one, is The Peasant King by Tessa Afshar. Yes, I need to read The Prince. What is it? Something Prince. Whatever that is. The Prince. Hidden Prince. And then you can read this one. I think The Hidden Prince probably needs to be read before this, from what I've understood. Another biblical fiction. I'm here for this. So I'm not going to read the synopsis because I want to know more about book one. But is it book one? I don't know. I feel like this is like a companion to that from what they said. I think you can read this by itself, but yeah, again, not going to read the synopsis, but they'll be linked down below. The last book on this haul that I feel like it's been chaos because I've read some synopsis and I haven't read some others. So sorry. But they will all be linked below, like I said. But Divine Rivals, I did it. Your girl did it. Okay, Rebecca Ross. Everybody and their mama talking about this. And it's a young adult. Is it young adult? Yep. Young adult. It's supposed to be clean-ish. I think it's clean. I think it is clean, actually. I do. I think there are maybe some things that might teeter the line, but I do think it's clean for the most part, and I want to know. So, gosh, I'm so out the frames. I'm so sorry. This video has not been that great. But I'm going to be working on these shelves over the next couple days to get that bookshelf tour done, so we here. But I just want to like standing on all these books. But yeah, Divine Rivals. I don't know what this is. It's just like I said, a young adult fantasy. I've heard this is good from several people that I trust, so I'm going to try it. We'll see. If it fall, it fall, but I'm going to try it, so we're here. All right, that's it for me. That's it for this. No, it ain't. What am I saying? No, it ain't. Forgot about these. So, I think I already showed you one of these anyway, but I did pick up the Mistborn trilogy, the floppy paperbacks on Amazon. The floppy paperbacks, y'all. So, I can annotate this, okay? Because I'm going to be starting Mistborn in 2024. Editing Amanda here. I totally forgot this. I had ordered some Grace Hitchcock books from her site as well. I just seen them sitting over there. So, we editing this video really quick before the end. But, The White City by Grace Hitchcock, they're obviously, duh, that's her name, The Great Chamber. These are in like the True Colors, historical stories of American crime series. And then I picked up His Delightful Lady, Delia, okay? So I need to read, this is a book I actually have on NetGalley since it released like last year and didn't realize it was book 3 in a series. So I need to get to this. I have read book 1, but look how cute. It's like a little signed book plate for my other book I have. And little bookmark goes with it. This is the whole series right here. I was so glad to get these from her store because she had signed them. So, and she was doing like a special sale that day, and then she sent like a little notepad that says American Royalty Series. So, yeah, not gonna read the synopsis for this because again, this is book 3 in a series, and then these I don't really know what they are, but sounds like they are some historical romance mysteries and things like that. So, I'm excited about these. So, glad I add these to my collection. All right, back to the video. So, I hope you enjoyed this haul, even though it was pure chaos because this light was not working out the way it should have. Oh, the frames. But like you see, I've literally got so much stuff just everywhere. I've got to figure out my setup here. But I hope you enjoyed this video for what it was. And let me know if you've read any of these books down below in the comments, all the good things. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Bye, y'all.